Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about ghosting, no-shows, and other undesirable parts of this job market that we're in. So everybody knows we're in a job market that's very active, that is almost zero unemployment. Candidates, it's more of a candidate market, meaning candidates have more choices, they have more than one job opportunity, but what we're seeing because of that is a lot of sometimes undesirable behavior. So ghosting is when you stop communication altogether. I do actually have to say that I have seen ghosting on both sides, the client side and the candidate side. But let's talk about the candidate. If you stop responding to the employer, you stop responding to the recruiter, that's not professional. So if you are the victim of ghosting, try one last thing, one last message, one last text, one last email, and say, this is my last thing, my last communication with you. And if you get no response, you just need to move on. What you don't need to do is to blast them on social media or send a nasty message after that. No excuse for that behavior. We don't know what's going on in people's lives. Last message, move on. And if you do see that person in the future and there's a possibility of working together, you do need to bring it up and say, okay, this is what happened last time. How do we work going forward? So try not to keep a grudge. I know it's frustrating at times. So that's ghosting. How about some no-shows? Oh, I've heard about that. People not showing up for their first day of work, not showing up for an interview, very unprofessional. And it all stems to the fact that people have a hard time saying no or have a hard time turning the offer down. So be professional, be upfront, get in front of it before you get to that first day of work and you're feeling that terrible stomach feeling in the pit of your stomach where you don't want to go. Communicate with the employer, communicate with the recruiter. Not showing up is the last thing you want to do. Give your reasons. You don't have to go into a long reason why, but be professional. Leave the door open if ever there's a possibility of working together in the future. Because if you don't show, you ghost, or just drop off the face of the earth, it kind of closes the door for you. It is not the way to do it. And when the job market changes, you might be on the short end of the stick. I'm Dawn Williams. I can be reached on LinkedIn and Twitter. Happy selling.